Hello, my name is Shivanshi Narayan, and I am a teacher here at Nakai Gungusanatandaram Primary School. And my student ID is S1117541. In this video, I will be talking about my understanding of Sustainable Development Goals, which are commonly known as SDGs. I will also talk about the role of education in achieving SDGs. I will reflect on my learning throughout this course and how it has helped me professionally. And I will also be talking about Year 2's MCE curriculum, which is moral and civic education, moral values and civic education, and how three SDGs, SDG 3, SDG 10, and SDG 13 are reflected in it. Okay, so there are 17 sustainable development goals which were adopted by United Nations in 2015 as a part of their 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The 17 SDGs are aimed to address major global challenges such as poverty, uh, inequality, climate change, quality education, and health and well-being. Through this course, I learned that the SDGs are interconnected and that education is the central to achieving all of them. One of the most important lessons that I learned from this course is that education is not only about academic achievements. Education is about helping learners develop knowledge, skills, and values that enables them to become responsible citizen, and so they can contribute positively towards the society in future, right? So they can be able to understand global and local issues, and they can come up with their solutions in future. I have learned a lot, I would say, from our discussion forums, where I was able to connect with other educators from the other Pacific Island countries. And honestly speaking, they made me realize that they made me appreciate Fiji more than I actually do. We Fijian teachers are always complaining about our difficulties, that we don't have much resources and we are underpaid. But after reading their posts and replying to them, connecting with them, I realized that we are doing better. And it the shit okay, so there are 17 sustainable development goals which were adopted by the United Nations in 2050 as a part of their 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. These 17 goals are aimed to address major global challenges such as poverty, quality education, climate change, inequality, and there are some others. Through this course, I have learned that SDGs are interconnected and that education is the central to achieving all of them. One of the most important lessons that I learned is that education is not only about academic achievements. Education should be about helping learners develop knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes that enables them to become responsible citizens and in the future and contribute positively to the society. It should enable them to understand local and global issues and come up with their own solutions. I have learned a lot from our discussion forums, where I was able to connect with other educators from the other Pacific Island countries, and they really made me appreciate Fiji more. After reading about the type of things that they deal with, I think that we are doing better here. And I've really started appreciating our education system here. We are always saying that we don't have much resources, we are underpaid, but after reading about what the teachers from the other Pacific Island countries are dealing with, I think we are doing much better. We have much resources. At least education is free here in Fiji. And for this assignment, I have chosen to analyze MCE, moral values and civic education for year 2. It's a subject taught in year 2. I will see I will talk about how SDG 3, 10 and 13 are reflected in MCE for year 2. Now in MCE we teach about moral values. From the name of the subject, we can make a guess that it is about moral values. So we teach moral values here, and civic citizenship education. MCE has 4 strands. First strand is character building. Second strand is relationship. Third one is a personal health and health, safety and well-being. Fourth strand is civic pride. The 3 SDGs that I've chosen are SDG 3, SDG 10 and SDG 13. Okay, so the first SDG that I have chosen is SDG 3, which is good health and well-being, which aims to ensure healthy lives and promotes the well-being of every individual. So this SDG is covered in strand 3 of MCE, which is health, well-being and safety. In this strand, students learn about healthy habits. They practice healthy habits in school. We have brushing drills, hand washing drills in school, and this helps them understand about their body, what the body needs, and they also help in making charts. One of the challenges here is lack of parental involvement. We teachers, we can be there in school, but we can't be there at home with the children. We can ensure that they are practicing good habits, healthy habits in school, but at home the parents need to be involved. Therefore, I believe that it is very important for the parents to know what the children are learning in school. They should be involved. They should communicate with the teachers. Teachers should also try to communicate with the parents, and so they can also know what the children's need. Basic things such as handkerchief. And in our school we have toothbrushing drills every day when the weather is good. So it has been noticed that the same group of children are coming out every week without brush and bottle. The same group of children, they don't have a handkerchief. The same group of children are not getting proper lunch. Therefore, it is very important to contact those parents and talk to them. Another SDG that I have chosen is SDG 10, which is reduced inequalities. So in MCE strand 1 and 2, we teach children about character building and forming good and healthy relationships. Here, the children, they learn to respect each other, they learn to be kind to each other regardless of their differences. They learn about school rules, they learn that it applies to all of them, so which helps in helps them in understanding that they are all equal. And the last SDG that I have chosen is SDG 13. The third SDG that I have chosen is SDG 13, which is climate action. So in SDG 13, we it ensures that urgent actions are taken to combat climate change and its impacts. So in school, in MCE, in strands 1, character building, in strand 4, civic pride and civic citizenship, we teach children to respect the environment, we teach them to appreciate what they have, to look after the environment, to dispose the rubbish properly. However, we don't have a special strand for climate change or climate education, which I personally believe is necessary. Here in Fiji, we are having, like, we are suffering from climate change. We can notice the rise in sea level, and we can also notice and see that cyclones are getting stronger. In this year, the first 5 months of 2026, we had around 3 school breaks, right? Schools were closed 3 times due to flooding. So it is important to have a separate strand for climate change or climate education, to teach our children about climate education so that they know what to do in such situations such as flooding. And the challenges here is that lack of knowledge in teachers, right? We teachers, we don't know much about climate change when it comes to teaching that in our to our children, because that is not in the curriculum for year 2. And it is important to teach that to or add that in the teacher training course, for at least for the primary school teachers. We should have more PD sessions on this. And another thing is lack of resources, especially digital aids, visual aids. We are lacking that. uh, Today our children, they are more advanced, they are always busy with gadgets at home. So when they come to school and they see all the black and white pictures, they don't find that interesting. Therefore, it is important to have visual aids in the classroom. And another thing is high rate of absenteeism in lower primary. Our lessons, it's joined, and like it continues from the previous day. So when the child gets absent 1 or 2 days in a week, the next day that they will come, they will be lost in the class. So action needs to be taken regarding that. These are the challenges that I have noticed in our curriculum when it comes to SDG. And I think that it is important to teach our to educate our teachers regarding SDGs. Like for me, I have started integrating SDGs in my class, though there is no such thing written in our curriculum, but I have started integrating it through our morning routine, where I am talking to the children regarding these global issues, and I give them time to reflect on them. I give them homework so they can go do their research work, and next day they come and talk about it. They share their ideas, and this has really helped me professionally. And when I look at my students, I know that when they'll grow up, they'll think about this and they will be prepared. Right? And before I end this video, I'd like to thank our lecturer, Dr. Sunil Singh, for making us realize about the importance of sustainable development goals and how important education is to achieve these goals. Thank you so much, sir. That's all. Thank you. Bye.